Good morning, it is day 5. I'm here in the gym at 8 a.m. doing what I want to do. I spent the last 20 minutes stretching. My hamstrings are sore, but I feel good, and 5 days in a row, let's get it. So today's goals are real simple. Run 2 miles, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups. I want to plank 3 times for 45 seconds, 10 reps of deadlifting, and 10 reps of 2 pull-ups. I work for 8 hours, I earn $200. And I'm actually really excited because I've had a rental car since December, and I just bought a car last week, so the stickers should be coming in today, and then I can use that car that I bought for Uber tomorrow and return that rental car and save $400 a week. So it's really exciting for me, more money in the bank. So my question to you is, what areas of your life are you wasting money months and months and months in a row that is costing you peace and serenity and really messing up your finances? And do something about it today so that you won't continue to stress about it. I really think that my life started to change when I got into the Bible every single day. And I just looked at it, I'm at like 520 days in a row, missing maybe about 5 or 10 days in between of doing my Bible 365, Proverbs, and alone time with God. And that 15 to 30 minutes every single morning devoted towards getting closer to God has brought me ultimate peace to weather through a lot of turbulent storms these last 1.5 to 2 years. So figure out ways that you can devote time to God every morning, and then start eliminating unnecessary distractions, time wasters, and money wasters like myself with that rental car. Now, what put me into this situation was having bad credit, not having adequate savings, my car dying in early December, and not being able to finance another car. I had thought that my credit was good at 650, that I was going to be able to take the down payment from selling my car and buy another car with it, and that was not the case. So no dealerships were really willing to help me out in that. So I really had to save up a lot of money to just buy a car with cash. And unfortunately, that took me 5 months. But nobody else is to blame for that. That was my own doing. So stop pointing the finger at other people and look at the 3 fingers pointing back to you and take accountability for what you need to do, because I'm going to tell you, nobody's coming to help you. Just remember, if it's going to be, it's up to me. All right, it's 2 miles, 23 minutes. So my motivational message for you today is to really self-assess your life. Take a positive inventory and look in the mirror. Are you giving 100%? Are you executing a positive attitude in all areas of your life? If you were to ask 10 friends and family members to give you an assessment of how well you're doing spiritually, financially, emotionally, how you're reacting to life, what would they say? And really be real. In those areas that you're lacking, that you're negative, I want you to write it in the mirror. I did this a couple of years ago, and I asked my ex-wife this, and she wrote out a list of some things that she thought that I could improve upon to be a man. And that was my mirror exercise, like David Goggins. And I wrote it down, and I looked at it in the mirror every single day. I'm lazy. I don't do what I say I'm going to do. I start things and I don't finish them. I constantly blame others for my issues in my life. And I embraced that suck. And I looked at it in the mirror every single day. And you need to really do that with your life before you're actually going to change. See, today's workout was difficult. I really didn't want to do it. But I made a commitment to you and everybody else that I told that I was going to do it, that I would do it. And here I am. And now I have to go to court for a friend of mine, an alcoholic friend of mine needs a witness, and I'm going to show up because I said I was going to do it. So what areas of your life are you copping out that you made commitments either to yourself or to other people that you're making excuses that you can't do it? So figure that out, write it in the mirror, embrace that, and change. I've knocked out half of my push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, deadlifts, and I'm gonna come back after court and finish and show you. So I'm going to court to support my friend, and I just want to talk about discipline for a moment. I didn't want to get up and work out today. It took me like 20 minutes to stretch my body, and my hamstrings are tight, my legs are tight, my abs are tight, and I still got up and I did it. I'm almost done, but just getting up there and really pushing myself to run, I'm proud that I beat my time from yesterday by about a minute and a half. And that's discipline, is doing those things that you don't want to do and building that muscle memory, that habit, that positive habit, so that in the future, it'll just come second nature. It'll be easy. And especially when I'm in the military and I'm forced to get up at 5 a.m. and run and do push-ups and sit-ups, I'm already going to be ready because I'm building that muscle memory of doing the things that I don't want to do now, so that when I get there, then it'll just be easy. So I want to ask you, what good habits do you need to work into your life today that you're putting off because you don't want to do it? And start doing it. Whether it's eating healthy, working out, prospecting in business, develop those habits that's going to move the needle in your life and in your business. And another one for myself is I had a lot of resistance to doing the Bible 365 and reading Proverbs every day. But then when I consistently did it 30, 60, 90 days, 6 months in a row, I looked forward to it each day. I looked forward to that habit of spending that time with God and getting into the Bible and developing that wisdom and incorporating it in my life. And when life started throwing me curveballs and life started lifing, I was handling it a lot better because I had ingrained in my body and my subconscious mind that wisdom and that discipline of going to God and finding refuge in God's presence. So develop those habits and figure out where you're lacking and start today and build a good habit. So court went good with my friend. Glad I showed up to support. Back to the grind. All right, finished work, had a productive day, and I just got this troubling message from the person that sold me the car that they can't get the stickers because they need the inspection. So I went and I looked in the car for the inspection receipt, and it was not inspected. So that's next on my to-do list to get that taken care of so I can get the blue stickers. I'm just trying to have a positive attitude with it and not get upset. But now I'm home. I'm going to change real quick and go finish my reps in the gym. As the saying goes, when life gives you lemons, you make sour wine. On a positive note, I got another $10 cash tip today. So that brings my total to $70 in cash tips this week. So I'm going to save it in the cookie jar and spend it on my kids this weekend. So I typically don't get a lot of cash tips, so getting 70 in a week is really good. So I'm going to go get this workout in and reprocess, refocus, take care of my inspection, and then get back to the grind. So here's the nice car that I bought that I got to get inspected. But it's a Nissan Kicks. Had pretty low miles for it, and I got a really good price on it. I just got to get it inspected and get the stickers on it to get it legit. But I was reminded on something today. You ever have one of those friends that the only time that they call you is to drop some drama or some gossip or share some negativity? Well, I've had a few of them. And hell, I used to be that friend. And the best way to maintain peace with that person is to just block them out of your life. Just go into your phone, open up the settings, and click block. And I did that to this one friend, and I had forgot that I was still friends with her on Facebook. And I looked at her post, and it was just negative. So I just unfriended her. And the reason for that is because she kept borrowing money and not paying it back and then being a victim about it. And I was that addict way back in the day. All right, finished my reps. Feeling good for the day. Life's gonna throw you lemons sometimes, but it's most important for me to not allow those lemons to rent space in my head by way of listening to their drama, their gossip, their negativity, and ruining my peace. So I hope you can do that. I mean, some of you that hear this are gonna be like, I can't block those people. They're my friends. But the reality is, yes, you can. Because if you've got really big goals and dreams, you can't afford to allow them into your space. And these are the people that you tell your goals and your dreams to that are just silent, that just want to put you down or make you second guess your dreams. And the reality is because it makes them question where they're at in their dreams in life. So I'm going to go take care of business and get back to work. I hope you got something from this message today. And thank you for joining me on day 5. Peace.